Whew, what a morning. Welcome, everyone. Let me start my live here. Um, Boom, more light. Boom, more light. Yeah. Okay, let me open my YouTube, guys, and see if we have already some people. I am today here with you on our regular Sunday lives. Uh, my my okay, Thomas says here, Robert Stewart says here, we got Gibran says here, welcome. We got Isayak says here, so we're still waiting for people to join, which is very nice. When you guys text here, when you join, can you please text where you're from and what time is it in a place where you're from? It would be very helpful. And don't forget to put the big thumb up because we already have one thumb down. So when you say hi, cause please write down where you're from and what time is it in a place where you're from. And you can write down your name as well if you don't have your name in it. So this case I can get to know more people. And hi Thomas. Thomas here from Dallas, Minnesota. Robert from Pennsylvania, I think. Gibran, hi. Logan says hi. Please hit the big thumb up. I like how Dallas always says it. Thomas says hi, Robert. Hey, Art, how are you? Art is good, but Art overslept today. That's why I was like 7 minutes late. Art overslept or didn't take shower yet, and it's fine. Like, it happens sometimes. I have my schedule fucked up right now. I'm from Washington State, Indiana, 4:08 p.m. because I went to sleep at 6 a.m. Always Minnesota, 3:08 p.m. 1:08 p.m. for Logan. Here from Florence, South California, Robert, and it's 4 p.m. Hello, big strong man. Hello from Ireland, Marek here, Polish dude. Cześć Marek, jak tam? Hello from Florida, Steve. Okay. 4:08 p.m. here in Georgia, Serbia here. We got Serbia, 10:08 p.m. from Serbia, 4 p.m. Indiana. We got Dallas, Texas. We got Jim from Plano, Texas, 3:08 p.m. We got everybody from New Jersey, from Victor. Howdy y'all? Joe just joined. Hi Vlad, how are you? Everyone is in Russia, 11:09 p.m. Not too late for Russia. We got people from Tirana. I like how I say Tirana. It's 4:08 p.m. Hi Art, hi everyone. I'm late. Christoph, you're not late. I just started because I overslept today. Okay, I didn't even, but it happens to everyone. So we will take you how you can get Art. It wouldn't be an Artem live didn't start late. Wait, David, I never start late live. Very rare. I rare start like 7 minutes late, it's very rare. Maybe 1 minute late, but I usually start on time. Hey Art, I mean at least on YouTube. Hey Art from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hello. Dallas from Sydney, just getting coffee to wake up. Same, I'm just getting coffee to wake up as well. Hi Vlad, hi David. Ohio 409. Hi Art, Fresno, California. Hi Michael, I don't know why I said Chesh, but it's okay. Please share Art's American Dream. Please hit the big thumb up. And thank you. Hi, what an interesting hat. Thank you. Hey, Eric. Hi, Thomas. Everyone says hi. Okay, guys, just before we start, please take a look. If you're United States, take a look on our link in description. It says Get Artem Calendar. Art has his own calendar, and I'm gonna put it in the chat as well if you wanna support me. I do have calendar right now, and I do have Cameo right now. Cameo I didn't add here, I need to add here Cameo. If you want some birthday wishes wherever, you can order it from Cameo. And I got here my calendar. It's gonna be available for people international. It's just gonna be a little bit more expensive because of the shipping. I tried to figure out the cheapest shipping, but I had to come up with universal price for all of the countries. So we're gonna make a link for international. I'm sorry, I thought I'm gonna do it before live, but I just woke up too late because I went to sleep at 6. Like, my schedule fucked up now. I didn't go out or something. Frank, welcome. I received my calendar yesterday. Thank you, Art. Thank you, Robert Stewart. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for support. I received my calendar, John. Thank you so much. Order can looking forward to receiving. Okay, Tom, you still didn't get it. Okay, it should be there on Monday probably, because we sent it out on Tuesday, so it should be there soon. Eric is joined. Eric, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you guys for the big thumb up and one big thumb down. I really appreciate this thumb down and thumb up. Hey, Christoph. Hey, everyone. So today we're getting coffee. I don't know what happened, but not my roommate, but someone who is my neighbor. They turned on such loud music, but I'm okay if it's loud music. But it was the same song. Tune tune turu turu tune 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 turu tune. Like, bro, turn on something else. You know, like it was the same song over and fucking over. Where is my candy? Okay. I have something that Arctic held in his own two hands. What do you mean? With moving, it's hard to keep stay and kind of schedule. It was pretty good. I didn't have any plans today besides, oh my gosh, my legs are so sore. I didn't have any plans today besides, oh my gosh, someone donated here. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, I appreciate your donation here. You don't have to donate on here. I really appreciate it, but YouTube takes 40% of the cut. If you want to send $1 or $2, I have a PayPal in my account, or like check out my Patreon. It's the best way to support me because YouTube takes 40% cut from the money. So if you donate $2, I'm gonna get like what, $1.10. It's just too much they take. But thank you, I appreciate you a lot. Seven Nation. I hate when people do that. Was the Seven Nation army? Oh, probably it was Seven Nation, guys. Probably it was Seven Nation. You know? Probably it was the Seven Nation. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what was happening during my week, like always. David Robbie, you're not late. I just started. And I didn't bring my napkins. I'm sorry, but we cannot start without my napkins. We can start without a shower, but we cannot start without the napkins, guys. That's for sure. Sorry. Okay. If you're first time on my live, I have a nose problems all my life, so. Okay, William. William is from France, if I remember right. After Express Art, how much do you make? After expenses Art, how much do you make from calendar? I don't know exactly yet because I'm gonna wait. It depends if I'm gonna sell more, if I'm not gonna sell more. So. If you're new here, welcome. And I'm very new to this, you know, like international and all this stuff. You know, I'm very, very new to this. So we're gonna see how it's gonna come out. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, you know what time is it. It's time for Art to clean his nose. Now it's complete. It's complete now. Please hit the big thumb up. Hi, William. You look amazing no matter what. Thank you. If you're new, please subscribe. Exactly, guys. Also, congratulations. I hit 7,000 friends. I hate the word I like the word subscribers more than followers. But like, remember when I did this YouTube video about like from homeless to 600k friends? I just don't like word followers. I like word subscribers more. Subscribers is even like kind of better, but I like more also friends, you know? Because it's like I don't consider you like people, I don't know. So thank you so much. We made 7,000. If you guys have some friends, always ask you to share. Maybe someone is gonna discover me and being entertained, and you know, someone is sad but he's gonna look at art sometimes and gonna make it smile. So you know, share my live, maybe some videos, some of the hottest videos, you know, to the people who are new and might don't know about me. So the nose knows, but there's nobody there to smell. Yeah, but I kind of like smell okay. It's just I didn't shower yet. I've heard from few auditors about the allergy problem in Austin, so we'll probably be free of that soon. Eric, I always have my problem with the nose for the whole my life. It's just worse here in Austin, but it's been good. It's been good in Austin since I came back from New York second time. It's been so much better. Did someone else send the calendars? What do you mean, John? Did someone else send the calendars? Uh, there were people who ordered them. Yeah, followers sounds too impersonal. Yeah, it sounds so impersonal. 7,000 friend subscribers. You are our family. I like them here. Thank you. So yeah, we're 66 people and 36 thumbs up. I feel like someone is cheating here, or maybe you guys new here, but there is a rule when you join every video that I make, you put the big thumb up, because big thumb up is crucial in YouTube growth. Like, we cannot have 30,000 views and 1,000 like. It's not fair. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not like Patreon or anything else, you know? Thumb up doesn't cost you anything. I like friends better. Subscribers and followers are just seems too impersonal. You see, a good word is impersonal. I like subscribers a little bit more because I feel like subscribers has more value than follower, you know? Followers, they all have value. It's just like this is the way it sounds. Andy says, hey, I'm from New York and upstate. It's 4:18 p.m. here. Andy, welcome to my life. I appreciate you here. So, what are we gonna talk about, guys, today? We're gonna talk about the reality TV show. We're gonna talk about what was happening. We're gonna talk about alcoholism. We're gonna talk about Insamina. I like so many topics, honestly. I like so many topics we have to talk about it. Subscriber sounds like someone who has more personal commitment than follower. Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. Like, I say that one subscriber on YouTube worth like 200 followers on TikTok. Because that's true. You know, sorry, just thumbs up. I don't think it of right away, but I always get to it. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. I appreciate your thumbs up. We are family song by Sister Sledge. So thank you for joining me on my journey today. I got some coffee here today, and what was happening this week? So the next day after, first of all, we started to send calendars. So this is my first big move, you know, in trying to do something else. Second of all, I'm putting out merch right now because the guy who was supposed to help me with merch, he kind of flaked, but then he's not flaked. And then I thought I'm gonna do it with the other person, but now it's just too late for me for now to do t-shirts or something like this. And I still selling out like calendars, like it's not as fast as I thought it's gonna be. So I'm gonna put out the merch a little bit later, like maybe in a month, maybe a month and a half. Once I get a studio and once I put everything in my studio, I'm gonna be able to reinvest, because when you make something like this, you have to invest money in order to make money first. And I just really need to have every penny right now on my account in order to show it to the future landlord that I have savings, or that I can like pay for like 2 or 3 months in order to rent a studio because of such a strict rules. Insamina, I think it's Insamina, yeah. YouTube just sent my notification so I don't feel about being 9 minutes late. Oh, Joe, no worries. Iced tea for me, art. It's hot as hell. So yeah, so we're gonna do, that's nice to say hi, yeah. So we're gonna do, like, if you guys wanna get a calendar, you can get a calendar. Support me on Patreon, but for now I'm not gonna do merch for another month or so, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So next day, after we talked about you and after we talked about moving out, the next day I how do you say this, I found a housing very cheap, so it's the best option that I can find, I feel like, and it's very comfortable. I mean, we will see. The thing about housing for the first 4 weeks, it's gonna be first, like, I can stay there pretty much. From where I understand, I can stay there as much as I can, like 3, 5 weeks, whatever. But my priority is to get my apartment like first 2, 3 weeks, So the good news is I found the house and where I'm gonna live in New York, and I found the place where I'm gonna live in like for the first period of time while I'm gonna be apartment hunting, because apartment hunting from here is not it's not it's not really possible very well. I still do try to do this, but it's not as possible. So next day after I talked to you, I found the house in about who I found the house and where I found the house in. We're gonna come back to this topic a little bit in a second. You're gonna understand why. Then after then it was very nice productive week. We guys do very often the TikTok lives. TikTok lives is less personal, I feel like. It's just more because there's so many people joining. For example, during the TikTok live, if I do TikTok live like for 4 hours, I can have like 15,000 viewers over the 4 hours. They're not staying constantly. It's constantly like different. It's constantly 60, 80 people constantly, but like there is like so many rotation. So but if someone is have nothing to do or like wants to feel someone talking while you guys do something, we do TikTok lives pretty much often. So we did a lot of the TikTok live. Hi Ryan, welcome. Frank here. Any possibilities on apartment? Frank, I'm gonna tell you about your apartment just in a second. So we did a lot of TikToks live for sure. Thank you guys for thumbs up. I appreciate it. And then what I was doing. So I drank last time on July 4th. I drank 3 beers. Before July 4th, I drank on July 3rd. I drank like 10 drinks. It was a lot. I was so drunk. And once I finished my 3 beers on July 3rd, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. So I didn't drink anything till Friday. Because usually I drink like 2 times per week. Very, like sometimes 3, but it's not like this. Like usually it's 2 times per week at least in the middle of the week and on the weekend sometimes. So I was saying that I drank, then I was waiting and I really had a craving, and I talked to my people on TikTok live like, is it normal to crave drinking? Like I don't think it's super normal, but a lot of people told me it's actually very normal when you're craving to drink, you know? So I wanted to drink on Wednesday and I wanted to drink on Thursday, but I was going to the gym, which is good. I came back to the gym. It's been 2 weeks since I'm at the gym already, back at the gym, which I pay a lot for, but so I came back to the gym and I was like, I don't want to drink. Like I'm just trying to think and understand. Like every time I think that I want to drink, and like between drinking and going to the gym, I know that at the end of the day, when I'm gonna go sleep, I'm gonna be a little bit more sad that I drank, and I'm gonna be a little bit more happy that I went to the gym, you know? So if it's drinking or gym, I should go to the gym. But my point is when I met with my friend who was supposed to help me with, how do you say this? With the merch on Friday. And I got 3 beers, he got 1 drink only. And I got 3 beers and I was like, oh my gosh, the sec is very nice. I like there is a bar here in Austin, Texas, it's called Oshis. So the point of this bar is like huge, and you go to the backyard, and the backyard has volleyball play court. So it's basically like free striptease, you know, because all these hot guys, they play volleyball, and you just sit there and drink. I honestly feel like this daddy who is in strip club and who is like, you know, just watching hot guys a little bit like without shirts. So it was kind of cool to go there. Kenny, welcome. No worries. And so we went to this bar, and we got a little drinks. So I listened to my friend. I talked a little bit to my friend. He's gonna drive me to the airport on the day I'm leaving, and we watched the volleyball guys, and just just watch the volleyball guys and just enjoy the weather. And then I was thinking when I got back home, I fell asleep at like 1. So the reason why I don't fall asleep earlier now, since I came back to New York, I have a mood that I don't need any more friends in Austin, and that I have enough of my friends, and I don't really care about social interacting. Like I really need to work, save all the money I have, and like in order for me to compensate my social like me not talking to people too much, because I still like go out like once or twice per week, right? Like last week I went out twice, But before I wasn't going out for like 2 weeks, right? Or 3 weeks. I don't remember. But this week I went out once. I didn't went out. I just went to the bar for 3 beers. That's it. So in order for me to compensate, I feel like I have these periods in my life when I watch so many TV shows. Like it's constantly happens. Like it's not the first time. Hey Gary, hey guys, everyone who's joining. I'm just talking my stories a little bit, but I'm gonna respond to all your comments, guys, soon. Okay. So I have these periods in my life when I literally watch so many TV shows. Like in past months, since I came back from New York, I watched Love Victor, I watched Elite, I watched Too Hot to Handle 2 seasons. First season I didn't really pay attention a lot, but second I watched what was else? I watched a lot of Keeping Up with the Kardashians episodes. Oh, something else I feel like I forgot. I watched the new Gossip Girl. I mean, it's one episode, but still. So when I have this period in my life, when I watch a lot of TV shows, usually it happens that I watch TV shows or like listen to TV shows during the night. So it's not the first time in my life. It's been multiple times. It usually my schedule fucks up and like I go to sleep at 6, 5 a.m. I start to fall asleep. I wake up around 2, 3. I'm getting my coffee and like, and at 5 I start work, like also it comes from the thing that a lot of years I've worked in a restaurant also, and so many times in a restaurant, like when I worked, I had to work from 4 to like 11. So I was late up and I slept a lot because I had to go to work at 4. I remember this year in my life when I actually like was waking up at 3:50, just going to the work straight away, shower, and I walked to work. I was late always 10 minutes. So I've been through this period in my life, and I feel like this is the how do you say this? This is the repeat of the circle, right? So it's just so many factors, and I watch so many TV shows, and my schedule fucked up. And like at 5, I start to work, and like I try to do so many more things. And like usually, what motivates me is also when I go to live stream on TikTok. Like when I don't wanna like for the week, I had to like, oh my gosh, this coffee is so good. Sorry, I'm gonna drink one more second coffee. You guys can chat between yourself. You know. Guys, I'm so happy. I feel like me having this live stream with YouTube people, like with you, it's not even more about like you. It's about you as well, because I know of course it's influencer job. It's about me and like my life, but there was an alarm right now going. So it's not only about it, but it helps me so much to put it helps me on TikTok lives too, but here's like more personal. So my schedule fucked up, and I usually wake up at 5, and I do all the things till like 11, 12, maybe earlier, because I have very often like I can do 80% of work in 20% of time, like in terms of content creation, and I'm gonna talk about this too today. In terms of content oh my gosh, I'm gonna talk to you about the guy who told me, Art, you can leave, I'll pay you for your dinner, it's over. Something like this. I'm gonna talk to you about nasty guy today too. So about my terrible date. So yeah. Tom said, I was wrong, I got a lot of mail, many packages. When you mentioned that the calendars were shipped last week, I checked that, I had it. Your calendar is here, it looks great, thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, please check out the calendar. I'd really appreciate if someone in the United States is gonna get one. Plus, we're gonna create another link for the people who wants to get it international. Coming back to the story. So this is my life. It was in the past couple weeks. I feel like it fucked up, but it fucked up to the point when I go to sleep not even at 3 a.m., when I go to sleep at 5, 6 a.m. because I watch TV show, but also I'm not only watching TV show. My problem is that I scroll through TikTok and I scroll through Instagram and I read messages, and also like sometimes I don't even notice, but like I respond on Patreon messages. A lot of people don't take advantage of Patreon messages things. So, but some people actually like I text on Patreon every day, and I'm like this person who tries to respond, I don't know, at least in first couple hours right away. But like, if you guys follow me on Patreon and if you want to talk or if you're lonely or something, you can text me anytime. And people text me their stories, and like, it's not only like pictures and hot videos, you know, it's a lot more. So take advantage. I'm trying to respond always. I know it's not always like, you know, fast, but it's pretty decent, I feel like. So I was scrolling through TikTok a lot, and I was scrolling through a bunch of the things, you know, that I don't know. I'm just getting so excited at night, and I was like, at night, sometimes after 12, it's like I don't feel like I want to do something serious, like some project, like packing or something like this, but I feel like I don't want to go sleep. And then I watch like, then you know, like I go to sleep and my mind's be like, oh my fucking god, like I just watched this episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm so fucking lucky that I can actually understand what they're saying. Isn't it wild that I actually talk to myself on English? And then I switch to Polish all of a sudden when I remember Polish. And then after talking to myself to Polish, and I was like, holy moly, like I talked about, and then I talked to myself in Russian. I was like, oh my gosh, I have all these languages, or like I'm so lucky, and like, or like I overthink. It's just an example, right? It's just an example how I overthink like stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this YouTube video didn't work, people don't like me on YouTube, or like, oh my gosh, at least TikTok worked today. And then it's like, I should probably learn marketing. And I was like, what do I do in my life? And I was like, how am I gonna get an apartment? And like, but you know that you're gonna get an apartment. And I was like, yeah, I know I'm gonna get an apartment. So I literally talked to myself like this for an hour, maybe more, maybe less. And then like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And I had one thing, guys. This is kind of sad topic, and I'm gonna stop here for a second. Before I don't forget, I don't want to talk about this too much. So you know, since my grandparents since my grandparents passed away at the same day in April. So in the beginning, first week, of course, it was kind of hard. But then I moved on very, very quick, right? And then I moved on very, very quick. But then and I was fine pretty much till the till the time since I came back from June. It's been like 3 months since they passed away, right? So I have a little bit older followers here too who experienced death, and who's been through a lot. So I was just thinking, like, now I very often cannot like move on from my thoughts about like my grandmother, or like it bothers me a lot so much. Like I have dreams, like when she was dying, she couldn't eat and she really wanted to eat, and it's like I have so many dreams, and it's like I'm trying to get rid of my like art, move on. Like your grandmother doesn't want you to feel like this, and I'm like trying to move on, and I was like, I understand it's like past, and like I don't understand why first couple months I moved on like fast, and yes, I cried sometimes, and it was hard, but now this like thoughts about my grandparents that passed away, they coming back. If you guys can text me here, like I don't get, I moved on, and I'm trying to move on. I just like, is it normal? Because I feel like one of my friends said that sometimes he had like this when his brother passed away. He moved on so fast, but then he all of a sudden in a war he had a mental breakdown, and I was just, but I don't understand. And also like I figure out that sorry. So I figure out that it's very hard for me sometimes now to go to sleep. Sometimes I feel in my head that I don't want to go sleep because I'm afraid of the dreams that I'm getting sometimes. And they're not the bad dreams. It's just like I'm kind of afraid. And I feel like it comes from me missing them. You know what I mean? So it was also like, I feel it was one of the deep reasons why I am going to sleep longer later. You know what I mean? How does your roommate feel about your moving? She's happy. My dad couldn't eat at the end either, it was very hard. These thoughts are natural art. It's a process that goes through cycles, very normal. It's called survivor's guilt, it's very normal art. Okay, survival guilt, I like how it sounds. How you feel about your grandparents is how you feel about my dad. My dad has been gone for 2 years now, and I'm still a mess. You don't need to move on, it's okay. I'm sorry for your lost grandparents. I lost my mom a few years ago, and it still affects me. Because it's a part of you, you're so far away and you couldn't visit them. So you think it's normal, right? It's normal that because sometimes I overthink stuff, like, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why I was not going to sleep. Sorry for a sec. So basically, I got when I load on. It's very normal to remember them from time to time. It was just like it's constantly like it was for a couple of weeks constantly like I go to sleep and I start imagining some stupid bullshit like like maybe they're gonna be mad at me even though I know they would never be mad at me because they protected me. They told all of their they told their kids and whatever, but they always were super protective of me. So I'm just so how much. The dreams never go away. Moving on to the topic. Okay, I got my answer actually. So moving on from the topic, and so yeah, I messed up my sleep schedule, and today I messed up as well because didn't sleep well. Today I think I woke up as the latest today. So like I never did this before. So beside this, like I'm telling you, I explain you guys why I messed up my schedule, and a lot of people text me like, "Oh my gosh, why you post content at 4 a.m.?" Yesterday I posted TikTok at 4 a.m., which is doesn't make a lot of sense. But my TikTok yesterday didn't work well, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna post this TikTok because I did it like months ago. Why not? It's like my friends or someone text me, please tell me that it's just your Instagram scheduled post and that you don't like not sleep again at like 5 or 6 a.m. So yeah, did you take a bath and had a wine last night? No, I didn't have a wine last night. I'm coming back. My parents died in a car crash when I was 18. I dream about them for 20 years. They were in bad dreams. Just a little strange sometimes. Okay, gotcha. Sorry about this. So, guys, it's my alarm. I feel like it's gonna be here every 10 minutes. So about so this is this then about alcoholism. When I drank yesterday on Thursday, sorry, on Thursday yesterday, I really craved a wine, and I craved what did I crave? I craved a wine, and I craved to do bath while I was in TikTok live because I did so many things. Also, guys, how did you like my Patreon video? I feel like it's on the edge, but it's not on the edge, and I feel like it's good. I called it sex tape because it's sex tape, but I feel like my Patreon video was good. But I feel like it was classy bougie reaction. So yeah. Please don't forget to leave a big thumb up. Just want to share that I'm having one surgery on Monday. And also Frank has a surgery on Monday, so let's wish Frank good luck. He was been my follower for such a subscriber and friend for such a longer time, so thank you, Frank. I hope you can the video was amazing. So yeah, I did the Patreon video yesterday. It was so good. I liked because I got a little bit hard when I'm not in love with myself at all when I look at myself on the videos. Like, I don't like myself. But, like, I was like, oh, this is good because underwear and everything. Okay, moving on. So I did not drink yesterday because I felt like I don't want to. But when I finished my live, I was so sad because yesterday we went with... So what did I do yesterday? There's so many things going on in life. Yesterday, I met with my friend. His name is Berta, and he's a dentist. He helped me with the teeth, and we became friends. And he's very nice. He was my follower on Instagram, and that's how we became friends. And I met with him, and we went to, because you guys, if you watch my TikTok live, I started to get rid of the clothes because I have only 3 suitcases, and honestly, I think I'm gonna fit everything in the suitcases besides the ring light. But the ring light is fucking broke. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a new ring light. But I'm gonna send air purifier. There's so much over the place, art. So we went with Berta to first sell Buffalo Exchange. It's like when you can sell your old clothes, like when it's so cheap to sell, but you can sell it. So we went to Buffalo Exchange. I sold 3 things that I've got, and it was like $11. And then we went to Goodwill, and I donated like 4 bags of clothes that I had, like mostly my older clothes or like clothes that don't feed me, you know. So we went to Goodwill, we donated this stuff, and then we went to Torches Tacos, we got tacos, and then we went to coffee, and we started to talk about like my guys in Austin, and like we started to talk that I didn't really have a good experience with the guys in Austin, but I learned so much from guys in Austin, and I talked to him. You guys know I have a video on my channel, the best date ever. So after the best date ever, I told in this video that unfortunately me and this guy, we didn't work out, and it all finished in February, and I couldn't get over him for such a long time. And when I showed my friend who is he is like, oh my gosh, I follow this guy too, and I was like, yes. And I was like, and he was like, yes. And he's like, he's so hot, he's like the hottest guy in Austin. And I was like, yes, he's the hottest guy in Austin, but he's such an asshole because the way he the way he behaved with me, and like the way like, and he was like, did you go out with this guy? And I was like, yes, we had 3 guys. And I didn't like my friend, I love him, but because my friend said that he's such a hot guy, and he's like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe you're like, and he's a very attractive man, like very attractive. And but I told him like about our first date, and like the second date, I never made a video continuation of this story, but basically the second date was like, he was saying that it all started from him saying like, I'm never gonna introduce you to my family, like if you keep doing Patreon, or like, so it started from like him not liking my Patreon, even though you guys know that my Patreon is not what people might think. There is no like hard porn or something like this. This is like hot stuff, but it's not like something that, you know, it's not like something that's criminal, or like it's not porn, you know. I'm just gonna be honest. And my Patreon is hot, but it's like I remember this date, and then he started to say that all the people who are, because he saw like at this point I was having like, you know, 200 followers on Patreon, something like this, 200 or like 250. And then he kind of counted, I don't know, and he's like, you know, you're just being lazy with the Patreon, because creator job, it's like so bullshit. And he was a real estate agent, and he was like telling me, do you know how many creators, or like not creators, do you know how many TikTokers all over? It was second date, out of nowhere. Do you know how many TikTokers are? I was like, do you know how many real estate agents there are in the world? And then I remember that we went to the dinner, and like I feel like he changed after he took a look and like Patreon count, and he started to ask like, he started to say how much I can make from this and wherever. And he was like, and I was like, do you understand that Patreon is not only about the pictures and the video? Patreon is like very often, because I do all these platforms, you know, like I do 5 platforms, and some people just appreciate it, and I'm not begging them to go to my Patreon, you know. I always say it would be really nice to appreciate, like I appreciate, someone cannot afford it, and I was like, don't do this, you know. And someone like can do it for a month, someone can do it for 9 months, you know, and it's not up to me, and people are just super grateful. Do you understand that this is connection? It's deeper than just, you know, hot pictures. And he's like, so how much do your people pay you in order you to like them? And I was like, people don't necessarily have to pay, because I answer a lot of people who like never send me anything, or you know, like it's not about how much people pay, it's about like actually like it exists. It's not necessarily. So he was so rude, like, and then he said, so you said you have oh my gosh, I hated it so much. I don't want to offend anyone, but he said so many, but it was second date, guys. It was second date. He said, so you have a bunch of old guys who are just looking at you, and you think this is cool? And I got so pissed, because first of all, it doesn't mean how old are you. Second of all, yes, I have more like older people on YouTube. I have 50% on YouTube is over 50 years old. But for example, my Instagram and TikTok, it's all 25, 35, right? And like, and it doesn't matter like how old is who. And I was like, so you think that people who are older, they're not worthy or something? Like, that was a second date. He said, so I was like, so you think people who are older, they're not worthy, or like, you only gonna be happy if you're gonna have someone who you talk to who is like 25 years old, or like what? And he shut the fuck up because this is fucked up the way he said all the things. And maybe he meant like, there are some older people who are trying to send a dick picture or whatever, but there are same people like this who are younger. It doesn't mean anything. So I was so mad, and he started to underestimate everything I do on my second date. And then I went to we went to the restaurant with him. It was all going on through the date, from the beginning till the end. It was all going on through the date. And then we went to the restaurant, and he said, oh, and also I was so stupid, guys. I was like, if my partner will like me so much, and if I'm gonna like my partner, and if it's gonna be like a deal breaker, patron, but if I'm really gonna be loving, but I feel like if my partner gonna be like me so much, he will understand there is nothing criminal about social media, and that Patreon is just, it's not necessarily from pictures, it's for everything that I do on, because I talk to you and you watch me, and it's like entertainment for you, it's like entertainment for me, it's like being an actor, but you being an actor through. So I thought, do you? I told him that I would get a job as a receptionist again, and I would start. And I was like, Patreon is something that I do, but I understand that it's not a necessarily long-term thing. While I have a chance, people who support me, I'm just learning how to build my own business and my own stuff. And I try to, and I'm stupid enough when literally I have to just go home. There is no point talking to this person who does not respect me, who does not respect the people who follow me and who subscribe into. But I was so stupid, guys. I was stupid, and like I said, he was so hot. He's like, imagine your hottest dream. This is came true. That was the only reason why I think I was attracted to him. And in the beginning, first date, if you're gonna watch my first video, like the best date ever, it was insanely good date. He didn't show his real face until second date. And then we were sitting, and he was like saying to me in the restaurant, and he was saying to me that that everything I do is bullshit. And then I compared myself. It was a wrong move from my side, but I took a creator who has a Patreon and who's been a creator for like 6 years. And I told him, you see, this guy has only 19 patrons and I have 250. So it means I do something right. And like, it means I'm growing and these people are here for me. And he said, this guy is actually my friend. And like, you say bad stuff about my friend. And this guy is actually kind of celebrity. Not so, in a gay world, you know his name. It doesn't matter. So, and I was like, yeah, but I'm not saying he is bad. And he's like, so you want to compare my friend who is a celebrity that you have more 200 older people who follow you, even though Patreon, again, is not all older people. And why do you care if it's older or if it's not? Even though you think you think you achieved something like this. And then I said, I'm not trying to compare. And then he said to me, you know what, Art? I just wanted to see your reaction. He's not actually my friend. I just told you to see your reaction. Isn't it insane on a second fucking date? Because before he said, I just wanted to say, and then he says, because I started to say, I'm not against this guy, I'm just saying that I'm doing something right. And he said, Art, like, he said to me like this, but I was drunk, I was already drunk. And I was so affected to him, so affected, so stupid and so affected. And then he sits and he tells me, I'll pay for dinner, you can go. Or like, I will go, or like, I'll pay for dinner. So his point was like, Art, get the fuck out, I'll pay for dinner. And like, you can go, or something like this. And I was like, I didn't leave because I don't understand why but I didn't left because I liked him. And then we went, and he started to say that we have a big difference. I still liked him. It's insane, guys. It's insane how immature and stupid I was. And then I told him, because his reason was that I'm 24 and he's 30 years old. And he saw so much life than I did. And I was like, bro, you never been abroad. I moved out when I was 17 by myself. I saw war. I was in a country where it's very homophobic when you were in a country where it's much more accepted. I went by myself to school and got a bachelor. And I moved by myself to America when I was 20 and survived here without any help. You know, I worked here like crazy hours too. You know, like I worked since I was 17. I worked my day job for 7 years. You know, I had all kind of jobs. And I was like, and do you really think that um, you person who probably like not probably he just went to Mexico and a couple other states. He always lived in Texas, and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I saw a little bit more than he did in life, in terms of like travel, in terms of different people and learning different stuff. And I was like, you're 30 years old and I'm 24. And what did you do? And he told me that he did so many drugs when he was like younger, when he was 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And he did such a strong drug, very strong drugs. And I was like, do you really think that you are thinking that 6 years is a big gap? If like I literally lived like you guys know, like I'm not full of myself, but I know that I lived more than some of their 40 years old people. Like I'm gonna be straightforward, it's true. I literally lived so much through my life and I've been through so much struggle and by myself, and I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I drink alcohol sometimes, and I still can process all the bullshit that happened to me, you know, let only just even like pay attention to like the fact that I was not able to go home for 4 years, you know, just being here alone. And he's like, it doesn't matter. He told me, you never worked a life, if you never worked 40 hours, you never worked in your life. I was like, I had two jobs for the most of my life. I had two jobs and I worked a lot of hours. And he's like, what did you work, 40 hours? And I was like, I was working sometimes 100 hours per week, you know, like, what the fuck do you know about me? But he was underestimating me. Imagine having this conversation took place on a third, I think it was, because there was third time when we met for brunch, and like I told him that he was full of bullshit, and that he's an asshole. And he told me this, and then I told him, even my mom, because I talked to my mom and she said, Art, like 6 years in this age, especially with your experience, it's nothing. And I understand that he means sometimes when it's like 17 or like when you're 18 and you're 24, it might be a big difference because I went through college experience, I went through all these experiences already, and this person only got out of high school, right? But when you're 24 and when someone is 30, like it's not that big of a deal. And I really tried to prove it to him, but then I said, you know, even my mom says it's like kind of stupid to think that it's a big gap, because if people like each other, it's not a big gap, and like with my experience, it's not a big gap. And then he says, well, then your mom says stupid things. He said this way, yeah. He literally said, my mom says stupid things. Without, like, on a second date, I think, right? Or on a second date? Yeah, I think so. I think in the second or third branch. I don't think it was third branch. So he literally said to me, and you know, guys, how I treat my mom, and you watch my videos. And I was like, okay, this is the end. Like, this was, and then Art was so stupid. Then I went with Michelle to hookah. With Michelle to hookah, and I like him that much that I was trying to find an excuse why he said it. And like, how rude is it? It is rude! And he's 30 years old and he positioned himself like so smart when he's fucking stupid. Like, he is stupid. Like, he's smart, he might have some trauma, but like, you know, insult someone else's mother, you know, when you're just the person that you kind of like. And this was insane because so I couldn't get rid of his like thoughts about him. We went on the brunch, and I think like that's what he said. My mom says stupid things. It was third time, but it was so terrible. Like, we were in a brunch and we were sitting, and a lot of people saw us, and like even my followers texted me like, "Oh, I thought you have a boyfriend forever," because he was all over me, but he was not. But he was like drunk. He was drinking a lot too. So, so he was like, you know, but all like underestimate everything I do, you know, and he's not like the guy who's okay, no offense, but I respect all the jobs, right? But he's not the guy who makes millions of dollars. He is the guy who is a real estate agent, which you can get this license in 3 months. You know, you don't have to go to super school, whatever. And I know it's a hard job too, but it's just like he's talking to me like he's literally a million. And then he was like, so you make this money, how do you even gonna pay to your taxes? You know, you should save for your taxes right away already. And I was like, you know, man, I've been living here for 4 years almost. I kind of paid my taxes before and I kind of know how to do this, you know? So I was like, So yeah, guys, this is the story about, you have no, like, I told my friend yesterday and he was like, this is traumatic. This is like traumatic experience for your relation, like for your, it is traumatic. Like, and I just was so stupid because I liked, right? And I was just so stupid, but this is so traumatic. So I'm gonna tell you why I told you all of this story right in a second. I want to take a look what did you wrote. Wait. You're hot but classy, Art. Thank you. Sorry to say, he sounds like a prude. Yes. Your TikTok is sexy, sensual, and fun. Thank you. If you have to explain yourself to someone to that degree, it says more about them. It's insane, guys. I'm just telling you the story. I was not ready to tell you about this story before yesterday. I'm gonna tell you why. OMG, I wanna hurt you, that guy now. Sounds like he's a little judgmental and bossy. Yes. Sounds as he's an asshole. He is. I'm 59. You're better off without him, Art. I hate him already. Some people maybe, but when they open their mouths, it's ugliness. Yes, he's so hot, but his soul is so ugly. Please show your self-support. And Art is not that way. Very special person. And spoiler alert, everyone, if they're lucky, will be old eventually. Yes. I'm waiting for Art to say goddamn alarm. If he doesn't respect you, there aren't respecters more. Toxic and manipulative on the top. Damn, please big thumb up. Seems psychological abusive. He's abusive. Respect is not. He's abusive. Abusive is a good word. I've said it before. Your looks got me in the door, but your personality, kindness, what kept me here. Thank you. You were just for his enjoyment. He didn't enjoy me. We didn't do anything. I wanted to have sex with him just to have sex. He didn't want to have sex. After our first meeting. No. I think you've learned so much from this. Believe in yourself and you'll... Oh, yeah. He sounds like he was manipulator and was just trying to see if he can control you. He was manipulator, yes. And he wanted... I was thinking about deleting my Patreon, you know? It was February. I just started my Patreon. I was thinking about... I was full in debt. You know, I really needed money. I was still working as a server. And I was... After 2 dates with him, after first date, I was thinking about deleting my Patreon and like stopping doing some stuff. Isn't it terrible? You're cute. How rude of him to say that you're about your mom. He really sounds like a horrible person. I like how we insult him now. I think this guy you're talking about knows he's an asshole and gets his joy in his being that way. There's guys like this. They're most lonely people there is. They get what they deserve. They do. At the point he disrespected my mom, I would just walked out. I basically, Dallas Jones, I walked out like a couple minutes later. What a loser. I'm glad you can weed out of losers. This guy is too full of himself to feel he has the right to be so rude. Your mother is special, how she worked hard to give you a better life. Yeah, and he was just a white guy who was in a rich family, you know, in America. Art, you have fortune to be... Don't let his unacceptable behavior. Hi from Palm Springs. He's in real estate, so he has to be fake nice to people all day. So he probably acts like an ass to everyone went to home. My boyfriend is Mexican. If there is one thing you do not, this culture is insult your mother. He respects his mom and so much. God, how can he even sell a house being so rude and disrespectful? I would finish his career. We wrote a lot. Art, next the alarm goes off, press and hold, then select cancel. Gotcha. He seems obsessed and undermine you. Subscribe and leave Art a thumb up. Thank you guys for thumbs up. I appreciate it. Sounds like an episode of Sex and the City. Dallas, my life was here in Sex and the City, but such a loser way. And привет. Don't ever love everyone you will be able to identify toxic people better after this experience and avoid them. No anger, but I'm glad you didn't end up together. Oh, Damir, I'm so glad we didn't end up together. The problem yesterday, I got a little bit stupid. So I'm gonna tell you such a personal thing, but it's just... So in Austin, I'm not very popular in terms of like sexual... I feel like you guys tell me I'm cute, wherever, and I have like a lot of people who tell me, oh, you're so cute. In Austin, guys, they don't like me. Like, you know, I'm not really into hookup culture, but the guys who I like, and they don't like me. And I don't really have a lot of guys that I like here at all. And the guys that I like, they don't really like me. So and we all have needs, and like, even if I want to have sex, it's for me it's very hard here. Like it's so hard for me to find person who I can just have a hookup, you know. And I texted him. I texted this guy. I know it's stupid. I texted him like when I came back from New York. No, I think before, like a couple months ago, and I was like, "Hey, do you want a massage or something?" And he texted me like massage for me. I was like, "Yeah," and I asked him if he's single. So he like again ghosted me because I only wanted just do a hookup with him. I know it's stupid. My mom said, because my mom knows this story, and like my mom was like, Art, you should run away from people like this. Because I remember I told her all in a lifetime, you know, when it was all happening. She was like, she's the one who was like, you should run away from people like this in your life as fast as you can. I was like, Mom, maybe I just friends with Ben. No, and she was like, no, Art, like wake up, you cannot do this to yourself. I was like, you're right. So basically I texted this guy, he was ghosting me. But then again, the reason why I told you this story, yesterday when I talked to my friend, that's why you guys saw on my stories on Instagram, like when I was revealing my darkest secret to my friend yesterday, and he made a picture of me and like he laughed it, like Gossip Girl way. I got sad yesterday because I remembered this guy and I got sad, and I feel like I got sad because my friend said, oh my gosh, you're very hot, and I was like, oh my gosh, so I lost a hot guy. But it's like, he's like, Art, why are you saying you lost a hot, like, shut the fuck up, you know, like it's two people lives in me. Maybe it was a horny Art, I don't know, but it was like, and he was like telling me like, Art, like he might be hot as fuck, but he's like, what a waste of hot body, he's like terrible, and you're gonna move like soon, like. And I was like, yeah, I don't need anything, right? I don't even want to hook up right now here. I don't want anything here because I have so many options. Even if I want to have sex, just sex, I have so many options in New York to have sex. I don't need to have sex here, you know, if I'm so like needy. I don't need this. And I was like, and I'm not needy at this point, I don't want to do this. But the point is, like, I got so sad yesterday after live stream. I was like, because of this guy, and I was like sitting like this overthinking stuff, and then I like stopped for a second. I was like, do you really like fucking sad on your live stream, or like, and after your live stream, and you're thinking about getting a bottle of wine because of this asshole who doesn't even think about you, and like who is literally an asshole. And it helped me so much when I just came to the conclusion yesterday, and that's why I probably was able to tell you this story, guys, because for the longest time I was not able to move on, and he was the guy who I liked in Austin. I think it's also not that I liked his soul, I just liked his appearance, and it's very rare for me. Like, it's very, very rare when I like appearance and when someone likes my appearance, when it's mutual. So I feel like it was only a hot body mistake, you know. Art was on a date with a Mr. Big. We love you, Art. Thank you. No anger, but I'm glad you're not. You're a top quality person. He's not worth getting upset over. Exactly. There must be something wrong with those guys, Art. I love the guys in New York City. So many Italians. Oh yeah. How can guys don't like your Art? Yeah, they don't like me. I'll listen to your mother. Our mothers know the best. I'm going to open my calendar now. Thank you, John. If you guys want to get my calendar, I would appreciate it so much. It's for United States only, but we're gonna do it for more people. The link in the bio. So yeah, after I do my live stream, I'm sorry it's such a long story, guys, but I feel like you like it, right? It taught me a lot, definitely. You can imagine being a person on a date, and he's like literally puts you on the ground, and then he's like, oh, I know this person, he's my friend, and 5 minutes later he's like, you know, I don't know this person, I just said it because I wanted to see your reaction. Go get a doctor. Like, literally, you need a doctor. Never judge a book by its cover, no matter how pretty it is. Exactly. It was insane, guys. It was insane. But it's an amazing story, well told. Thank you. It taught me a lot. So much. Like, after this story, I just... I learned how to control my feeling. I learned that you're not saying, guy, after first date or second date, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go and quit everything I do just for you. No, Art, you're not gonna go quit everything you do. And my mom... And my mom told me, because in February at this point when we were meeting up, I was only growing. I grew like 100,000 per month on TikTok, and it was my dream for a long time to grow, you know? Like, I was like, you know, growing so fast, and my mom was like, Art, you wanted to do like all this acting stuff and like some creative stuff, and now you're doing this, and now you're only starting out to being successful in it, and then you're gonna quit everything for an asshole. I was like, oh, you're so right. Wait a second, guys. Such a cool story. I'm glad I actually, because I was so fresh to gay dating. You could have ended a toxic relationship to be happy that you did not. Oh yeah, it would be so toxic. That explains a lot about why your mood changed during the life. I mean, my mood changed yesterday because I was so tired. I did a lot of job yesterday. Congratulations, wishing you all the best in New York. He needs a prize. An exorcism perhaps lab. Hopefully you'll see the signs if that happens again and run like hell. Absolutely, Bobby. I will see the signs, like I can see it right now. And the second story was that a couple months later, after this guy, I met another guy. You guys know that everything that happens in my life reflects on my Instagram writing very often, or like my YouTube videos, because I don't say it's straightforward, but like I write about it on my Instagram posts. And I met the second toxic guy like this. The funniest part, he had the same name as this guy. Don't feel bad, Art. A lot of guys tend to start having feelings the first time after having a good time, but like you said, you learned and you know what not to do next. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Like I said, I was so fresh. Even this February, even this March, But I'm so glad that I moved on and that I don't have any feelings for anyone like in a long time already. Because this is not for me right now. Sorry. Your writings on YouTube are so thoughtful. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to check community page. I do post on a community page where I write sometimes on YouTube's only, or where I write on Instagram. I just copy paste it sometimes here. But yeah, while we have 93 people, thank you so much for the thumbs up. I do have now a calendar. If you guys want to support me, check out my Patreon or check out link in description. I have a calendar that I sell right now. I really want to hope that I'm gonna sell it. So, I would really appreciate if you guys get one. So, the next thing I wanted to tell you, it's kind of fun life. I never can shut the fuck up. I feel like you guys my therapy. Your writings, I love how you're fearless, you're just not easy doing what you do, moving into another state. I'm very easygoing and sometimes I'm scared, but like if you watch my previous life, I was like thinking if I got an apartment in Poland with no big money and like being 17, 18 years old, I can do it in New York with support of you and like other people and myself. You're on the right track, Art. Thank you. Please give the big thumb up. If you stayed with him, you would not be going to New York. Oh yeah, if I stayed with him, I would not be going to New York. Okay, and the worst part, the boyfriend breach started because of him. The boyfriend breach, the plays this boyfriend breach because we were looking at each other's stories and he was often on boyfriend breach. And this is the revealing of the truth that the boyfriend breach started because of this guy, because when I was going to this place, deep down in my side, I wanted to meet this guy. So this is the hard truth you guys need to pass. Yes, I was stupid. Yes, it's stupid. Yes, it doesn't make sense. But he was going out into the boyfriend breach. So, but it started in the beginning. But later I just did boyfriend breach because it was boyfriend breach, It's all in the past. Let's move on stronger and better. Exactly, Damir. You can run away from your past or you can learn. I'm sorry, I need to put my coffee right now. Text in the chat. American boy. My mom called me again. Sorry guys, 32 people. This is insane. We lost all of the people. Sorry guys. So I went to the restroom and my mom called me during the restroom. And I was like, well, didn't have a chance to accept the call, and she called me, and my live stopped, and we left. We missed. Like, I hope more people gonna join back now. Hopefully, we're gonna get more people back now. Isn't it crazy? I asked her so many times, please don't call me on Sundays. You know what time I do on Sunday live stream. We had 92 people and now we have only 50. And I started so good. Okay, it happened for a reason. So yeah, what happened is my mom called me. I went to pee and I went to make a coffee. And my mom called me on WhatsApp during this time. And she knows I don't do this. But we got all the people back. I'm so happy that you guys got people back here. 76 people watching. Thank you so much for coming back because I'm in such a good mood today. And I really appreciate you guys here, everyone. Especially on YouTube, you know, you're my little family. Hey Art, I'm back. Thank you, thank you guys for being back here. Sorry about this. A little off topic, but I think it would be cool once you get to New York boyfriend hunt series in Central Park. Kenny, are you still here? I love your idea. I thought about it, yeah. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more. I'm sorry guys, you're my therapy. you're my social interaction, guys. I talked to my friend that like all I do pretty much is in my home, right? I have to be in my home, and he's like, this is so sad and lonely. I was like, I know, it's like I talk all the time, but I talk to a camera, you know? What I'm gonna do, I might do some Zoom calls. I watched it, I'm a little bit afraid yet, just because of this, like some people who like texted me who are not, but I think I'm gonna do like a Zoom call sometimes with my followers and like subscribers. You know, no worries, I'm still here and see people are coming back. Thank you so much guys for coming back and for 110 likes. And this story was pretty insane, but I feel like you guys deserve to. I don't want to make a YouTube video about it, and I'm gonna keep live streams. So what I'm gonna do, like I read and did some research, and I feel like keeping live streams, it's making my views sometimes down. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna do live stream. It's gonna be on my channel till the next Sunday. And then the previous live stream is gonna be unlisted. I learned that it's better from everything I understand. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep a live stream, but this one is gonna be unlisted after 1 week. But this is such a story. I just never wanted to talk about him because I was like thinking, he said he never checked my YouTube channel, but like I just did not want to traumatize him because I feel like this guy is traumatized enough. The number grows. Thank you guys for coming back. I really appreciate it. Patreon, Zoom. I think I'm gonna do on Patreon. I wanted, because Patreon is a little bit like less close and not strict. On Patreon, what I'm gonna do, once I'm gonna be in New York City already, because I posted a video on Patreon, so I can take a couple days off from Patreon. I'm just gonna keep responding to you. But on Patreon, I'm gonna do live stream in my bath. It's gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna look, but it's gonna be like something cool, you know? Like I came up with this idea just to bring even more value to Patreon. What makes you nervous about Zoom calls? You just need moderators like Joe who can end the calls in their issues. David, I'll tell you, it's just a lot. When I feel sad alone, I have to watch art videos here, and I feel so much better. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. So yeah, definitely makes my Sunday. Thank you. So I did not even close to finishing, guys, to the stories. The reason why I have also had today is because of my hair. They're not super good right now. What I was saying before I went to pee and make a coffee. I was saying that okay, so I feel like I know what I was saying. Zoom calls sound awesome, but I do see your point on being scary. People are weird and not going to lie. Exactly. People, like, you know, I get sometimes very weird things here. Guys, P.O. Box. Before we have everyone here, I did get one P.O. Box from a person in Great Britain. I need to respond. I think I'm all catch up on P.O. boxes if you write me a letter. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. If you do want to send me something on P.O. box right now, do it as fast as possible because I'm gonna be redirecting P.O. box because there's a thing like I can redirect my mails. So, but I ask you if you want to send me something, please don't send right now. You know, like if you really want to send something, I know that like couple people like send me stuff already, and like I don't, or like letter or something. And if you send me a letter, please make sure you put your email. If you put your email, I'm usually answering the same day when I get the letter. So PO box I'm gonna be redirecting, probably not canceling. So I'm gonna have a PO box. The problem where I should redirect it, because I'm going to be in New Jersey for the first 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm gonna be living 40 minutes away from Manhattan, and I'm gonna be in New Jersey. Then Kenny said about content. I remember what Kenny said. As you guys know, on my YouTube, please, if you didn't watch my last video about my room tour, watch it today and put the big thumb up. Or like if you did watch it again. Maybe YouTube is gonna promote. YouTube has waves in my growth. Like it also depends on what kind of content I put. When I came back to Austin, unfortunately, as you guys see, I'm not very inspired to do anything for YouTube. Like I'm trying to put some good stuff, but I feel like it doesn't work so well. And like I do have plans. I posted only one video this week because I just did not want to produce bad thing, you know. I posted apartment tour. I felt like it's gonna be interesting, but people were not interested in it. And then I did not have any ideas. The next week I'm going to Dallas. In 2 days I'm going to Dallas for my last photo shoot with you guys see these pictures, and a lot of people ask me, how do you take such a nice picture? I'm not taken by myself. All these pictures I made by professional photographers, you know, and 99% like they just wanna, you know, collab with me, and they offered me to take pictures of me. So I don't pay for them usually. I just paid for one photo shoot, and I go to place Dallas because for me, in order to grow Instagram, I need to take pictures. And I'm going to Dallas, and I'm gonna meet my best friend who is. Remember, I told you in a story. I told the story. My first, I paid straight guy to do this. It's the most popular video on my channel. You guys gonna meet my friend who is very kind of, she's not conservative, she's very progressive, but like I did not expect that she's gonna be acceptable, right? So she lives in Dallas right now, and you're gonna meet her. It's gonna be a vlog. So I'm not worried about my YouTube content for this month. I'm gonna be more like flowy in this term, and when I'm gonna be moving to New York City, my content is gonna be also like all the kind of content, but it's gonna be art takes over New York. I'm not sure if it's every video is gonna call art takes over New York, but it's gonna be a series of videos. What I plan. Did you cancel your PO box? I did not cancel my PO box. I'm sorry for. We're going to neighbors for 4 weeks art. We're going to be neighbors for 4 weeks art. Awesome. Yes. David, where are you watching computer? Okay. Victor, no stalking. No stalking. Okay. Might need to stop and restart. If you guys cannot see me, or like if you guys see me in a bad quality, you should just restart the live. So I was saying that I'm gonna be going to Dallas this week, so you guys gonna see my Dallas, and then I'm gonna make like 4 minutes video. I'm gonna try to experiment with like 4 minutes video. So I know you guys, a lot of you who are in my life, they like to see 15 minutes video just to feel more connection. But like I'm gonna try to experiment more and like do more stuff, you know, like to experiment, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I do want to do YouTube, and you know, I want to grow YouTube, so YouTube brings me a more you know, because when you watch it, when you put the big thumb up, and like when the ads show up, that's how I also make money. And I ask my followers on YouTube, sorry, on TikTok live, how much do you think I made from YouTube in June? Because I was very active in June. So just out of the curiosity, you guys put how much do you think I made money from YouTube videos in June? Put it in chat. I'm gonna ask you a question like this. I'm just curious, what's your assumption? People who know the answer, don't put the answer. People who don't know, like, be like, what's your assumption? Like, how much do you think YouTube pays? And the reason I tell you this, because, David, do you know the answer, or no, you don't know the answer? Suggest your video at each apartment you go to look at. Dallas, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, yeah. 1K, 700, 200. We have 89 people. I'm waiting for more responses. $150. David Robbie, if you restarted and didn't help, change the quality in the right corner of your on your on of me. There's gonna be like playback speed and there's also gonna be quality. I know how much did you make on YouTube. I guess 700. We know from TikTok 500. Who else? How many people will guess? 700, 500. Sorry, but I don't think YouTube pays a lot. Maybe $50. I'm just curious if people are aware. 1,000. Okay, I see that you guys don't want. And Bob says a million. I love Bob. Bob, sorry you couldn't join the live stream yesterday. I don't know why. I have no idea. So from YouTube, I made last month $500, and YouTube takes the most of work, but YouTube takes a lot of cut, and I'm not super big YouTuber, you know. So every time you put the big thumb up or you watch till the end, it really helps out. Are you going to have a PO box once you get settled in New York? Yes. So I need to get better on my content, and you know, in order for me to YouTube make it independent, and in order to be independent, you know, from Patreon and everything else, I want to learn how to do this better. So maybe 2,000. No, Kenny, it's only $500 from YouTube I made, and I made like a lot of videos last month. I made a lot of videos, and they were pretty popular for my channel. Because I see so many channels that have 100,000 followers and they have the same amount of views as I do. 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm not like complaining a lot, but like that's pretty good art. That's pretty good. I agree, Eric. It's pretty good. It's just like, you know, I'm just more small channel, and if I'm growing, that's why I always ask, please stay till the end, even if you don't watch. You know, I have like you guys here who is my base, and I really helps a lot, and like each thumb up, you know. So that's why I'm not worried about my YouTube content now, because I'm going to New York. And literally, I'm gonna be as brutally honest as I can be when I'm gonna be in New York. You know, there's gonna be something that I'm gonna not wanna tell, something that I'm gonna tell, but I'm gonna be like brutally honest. And my tickets, I'm not gonna tell you the date. Some of you might know the date, some of you might not know the date, but my tickets are in the end of the July. So my tickets in the end of the July, and I'm going to be filming a lot, and I'm gonna be posting almost every like day. It's gonna be like kind of like reality show, but not reality show, you know. It's just gonna be like how I'm going through the process, how I am getting there, where I'm gonna stay in my first 3-4 weeks, how did I find the apartment where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna bring you to the apartment tour, like apartment tour that I'm looking. I'm gonna show you the struggle and real struggle behind the, you know, scene. Like I'm pretty sure there's gonna be moments of breakdown, because it always happens to me when I move to a new place. The hardest part for me when I move to a new place, when I find a place, when I move in, and when I have zero furniture, zero anything, and like it's empty room, it's the hardest part when you just start up and all you have is your bag and you have to put everything away. This is the hardest part I have. I was reaching. Kenny says I was reaching. I just sent you an option for PO Box on Instagram. Thank you. Please, vlogging. Please keep Sunday live chat. Frank, no worries. Sunday live chat not going anywhere. Sunday live chat is gonna be here. Honestly, is the best policy. Yes, it is the best policy. So, have you got your last tea appointment done yet? My last tea appointment is gonna be on Tuesday. My last tea appointment is gonna be on Tuesday, and it's gonna be the easiest one because it's the most cheaper one. So I feel like it's gonna be good. Guess you all just gave up on me. David, Robbie, we didn't give up on you. David, just try to restart it. I don't want to say that we gave up on you. We didn't give up on you. Just try to put quality in the right corner. I'm so sorry, David. I don't know why you cannot turn on the you know. We didn't give up on you. Hopefully you have us to help you through this time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so much better, because every time I'm gonna be feeling lonely, or every time I'm gonna be like feeling like, okay, I'm moving into an apartment, it's just gonna be you know, it's just gonna be I can go to TikTok live and I'm gonna be not alone, you know. It's just gonna be so much better, because now because sometimes when you pack, you also feel like a little bit like empty. I feel like this personally, because it's a lot of work to pack and to do everything. But like I did a TikTok live when I was packing, and you know, it's Based on my apartment experience in New York City, a video tour should take more than 60 seconds. A video tour should not take more than 60 seconds? Okay. Can you show up David on your laptop, please? Just have fat fingers. Looks like you'd have much better lifestyle money-wise if you went to a cheaper area. Clem's blog. I thought about literally yesterday. You say it looks like you had a much better lifestyle money-wise if you went to a cheaper area. So I thought and I looked in Long Island apartments, and I know that if I would have the same budget for Long Island or like Brooklyn, I would live probably so much better. But I talked to so many people, and so many people who are living there, they said that you should do at least 1 year on Manhattan. This is first thing. Second thing, I'm 24. If I'm not gonna be doing it now, when I'm gonna be doing it, it's like I decided for myself. So I do wanna experience this life when it's crazy, loud. I don't know. I hope it's not gonna be loud and crazy. I hope I'm gonna find something good. And third thing is like a lot of people are actually on Manhattan. You know, it's so much easier to get around than even when you think you live like 30 minutes away from the place, you still have to drive this 30 minutes. Then you just walk outside and you like do stuff. So I do need to be there. And also like in order to meet more people, and you know, it's just at least first year, I do want to do this, you know? I want to see how it's gonna go. I want to see how I'm gonna feel, and I want to see like, you know, and like I feel like a neighborhood that I choose is pretty good. You talk like I'm a wizard, but I'm just an old man. I hooked up with a guy in New York City whose best stop was in the middle of living room. That's kind of cool. You need to answer the questions we ask. We can help you. Okay, Dallas, people in Charlotte, David, people in Charlotte gonna help you. And the toilet was in a closet. Isn't Artyomka like Art Beats in trouble? And what you meant by Artyomyusha? Victor Kinkit, just David. So yeah, we are doing this, and I'm gonna like take you everywhere. So like, I'm 47 and have never lived. Yeah, but you know, we have different priorities in our life. I'm going to New York City because that was my dream for a long time. So we are going to be, you know, we have different priorities. Move your those over video screen and you'll see great icon. So yeah, this is this, and so there is more YouTube stuff to come. And where else I was saying, so during the week I just pretty much was at home and doing videos and answering people and like do all this stuff, so I was not going anywhere. And I came back to the gym, which is good. I cook groceries, and right now I don't spend money on food. And next week I'm going to Dallas, then I'm coming back from Dallas. I wanted to do a goodbye party, but I don't really think I'm gonna do goodbye party with all my friends. I feel like I told you guys I'm kind of introverted, and I don't really feel like I want to go to clubs anymore. I just wanna be with you know, with people one-on-one and talk to people who are one-on-one with me and my friends. And that's it. My roommate came back right now, so she's here. So Tuesday, I'm going to tea, then I'm going to Dallas for 2 days, then I'm coming back, then I'm starting to say goodbye to all the people. I still need to sell chair and table. I'm gonna leave mattress here. I'm gonna leave bed for my roommate. I already got rid of the clothes that I'm not gonna take with me. I already packed winter clothes. My friend told me yesterday that he thinks if I'm gonna be more organized in terms of content, it's gonna help me. So I don't know. Please take a look at my calendars, guys, and let me know if you guys have any questions, thoughts, ideas. Also, Brit texted me today. Brit sent me an email to my work email. Hey, hi Art, I won't make live today. So I know it will be fun. I'll watch it later. Also, I received your poster and calendar. I can't wait to put it up on my wall in my house. I moved there August 21st. I hope you have a nice weekend. Take care. Hugs, Braid. That's very nice of him. He sent me email. You know, that's very nice. Also, one more thing, guys. I had some people texting me that. Okay, can you guys see me? Yeah. So I had some people texting me that some people reach out to you. Please make sure when someone reach out to you from my side, is someone who you know is me. The best way to contact, like the best way, if you have someone reaching out trying to scam you, go to my Twitter and text me a message, because someone makes Instagram accounts with my pictures and trying to reach out to people and ask for money wherever. Be careful, don't send money. I'm not gonna ask you about money, so don't send money. Dennis Nelson just got home, been riding motorcycle most of the day. We'll watch all later. Dennis, you should watch this live because this is such a cool story during this live. You should watch it from the beginning because I told such a cool story this live. You're gonna like it. I'm sorry I have to go, sweetie. I love you. Thank you, Jakey. We're gonna finish now. Finish now. We're just waiting for a couple questions. Thanks, David. Thank you, David Robbie. You're so cute. My goodness, Art Mom must have called again and reload page. No, she didn't call again. Have a great night, everyone. Okay, everyone, any questions, comments, concerns before we go? Because people starting to go, it's been almost 2 hours, 1.5 hours. Oh yeah, you guys can join my fan club on Cameo. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to buy any Cameo things. You can just join my fan club. I still don't know how Cameo works. I'm still figuring out how Snapchat works. So yeah. Comments, questions, concerns. No comments, questions, concerns, I feel like, right? TikTok tonight or no? Bobby, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you on Twitter. I don't know if I'm gonna do TikTok live tonight. Honestly. I don't know. Probably I will, at least for like 30 minutes, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Please hit the big thumb up. Check out my calendar, guys. You have a great rest of your day, Kenny. Thank you. Alright, hope you're right in TikTok. Take it or leave it. Alright, thank you guys so much. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for being with me. I know it's a little bit crazy. Please have faith in me. This was great. Thank you. BS, also great story. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Tom. Have you ever been to Canada? Never been, but I'm gonna go. Will you solely rely on social media or not? I am solely relying on social media in the past 4 months, right? I think. So I'm solely relying on social media, and it does okay right now. And I was thinking about maybe I should get to Art, show your calendar. I sent all the calendars that I had in my home, but you can, if you go to my link, you can see the calendar. But like, I don't wanna, as long as I have time to work 100% for my dream, I'm gonna take this time. If something is gonna happen that I'm gonna start making less money, or if like something, I'm always can get a job in New York. I'm not gonna be scared of it. I'm not scared of coming back to do something, for someone. But for now, it's social media, and I'm gonna try to figure out my own business while I have this opportunity, and while you guys help me with this opportunity. Did you happen to read the letter I sent you on Wednesday, right? Frank, which letter? On the email? I responded to you on email a couple times, and I responded to you on Patreon too. I think I didn't read any letter if it's on PO Box. So yeah, as long as I can do and I can grow, I can do this, but I'm not afraid of anything. And my mom told me always, don't be afraid, Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Sorry, I missed something here. Thank you for thumbs up. Guys, please check out my last video on YouTube if you didn't see it. My apartment tour. Good to see you have a backup plan. I do have a backup plan. I'm never scared of if something is gonna go not right, But for me, it's just better to do a TikTok live and like do something on TikTok, for example, go live, or like go live on Twitter, like other stuff, and make something, then just be a server for like 10 hours, Your mom is a smart lady. Thanks for sharing. Your live chat is an absolutely highlight on Sunday. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. It was a deep conversation today. Good night, everyone. Good night, Art. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you, guys. See you later, my little alligator. Ugh, hopefully we're gonna survive this week. Of course we will. Okay.